I mean, I wouldn't say I really have a preference, but I would say that. So Kenzie Reeves, if anyone knows who Kenzie Reeves is, you can definitely Google this. She has probably the most nicest, most enjoyable vaginas I've ever seen. And I'm not talking about like the feeling. I'm just like
the look.
It's definitely what you would call it, and it's very puffy.
Yeah, it's a Homer Simpson, as they call it, I think.
Yeah,
a simp or whatever.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yes, yeah. So that if I had to choose, gun to my head, I had to choose a type of vagina, I would pick that.
Yeah, no, it's something I like to joke about because nobody does it, man. I feel bad for the guys that got small penises, and it's like, it's okay. I'm gonna back y'all up by shaming these women.
What's an even more horrifying thing that women shame dudes over is like circumcised or uncircumcised.
See, I don't see that often, but it is a thing. Like I know it's a thing, but I don't ever see it.
They'll have probably the same amount who have a preference for like a certain size. They'll have a preference for like circumcised versus uncircumcised, which I think is personally fucking horrible because it's like
guys gonna have a choice.
It's genital fucking mutilation.
Well, in Australia, most of y'all are not circumcised, right?
I actually don't know what the stats are.
I feel like most guys are circumcised.
Right.
I don't know, honestly. That's something I'm not an expert on at all. How weird to actually, ask what type of preferences though to see what they would say.
Maybe we should ask them that one tonight.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm going to. I want to know what position do you think is most popular? And outside of porn, like what do you think that the women really want the most? Like obviously in porn, like you're gonna see certain positions the most, but what do you think is the truth of what a woman really wants the most, for most women? Because obviously all are different. I've asked it on the show, and some girls are like prone bone. Someone doggy, what do you think is the most prevalent?
I think the two most popular tend to be like it depends how she likes to be taken. Doggy, a lot of women will like doggy, and a lot of women because there's a lot of things you can do in doggy, and it's a very passive position. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of them will really like the intimacy of missionary.
Okay. And what about orgasms? Do you think girls get more orgasms from certain positions?
I think they can't. In my at least it depends upon the shape of the dude's dick.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
But for my bend upwards or whatever. For me, cowgirl gets them off super super easy
because that's based off your how your dick is.
It's the angle of the Johnson, right?
Yeah.
It's just play to your strengths, dudes. If yours goes down, then doggy style is a great position for you. If yours goes up,
right to the G spot,
right? Bingo. Then cowgirl's a great position for you if it goes upwards. So like, figure
that out. What about if they go left or right? They gotta do the side. They gotta do like the
hit
side.
Hit him in the spoon. Hit him in the side.
You gotta do the side hit.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Are you a personal romantic? This is actually a question my girlfriend put in my thing. Are you a personal romantic? And has it affected your relationship? Like has your profession affected your relationships?
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm romantic in the sense of like I will take my girlfriends out on like romantic trips and like top of the Eiffel Tower and like.
What about just like on
sentimental like that? But I'm a very cuddly kind of guy.
Okay, so you are kind of romantic in a way, but not like the outside kind of way.
Yeah, I'm in the private way, not in a Disney.
Which is very masculine, I would say. I think it's masculine to keep it private.
Yeah, like. Yeah, I'll like sit and cuddle and like,
do all
roll up and watch Netflix and kiss her and tell her she's beautiful and stuff like that. But I'll do all that's the private life, right? But I'm not like the kind of
PDA kissing you.
Oh, I'm definitely a PDA guy, but
okay.
I'm not. I don't show my affection through like that. Show my affection is through that quality time and physical intimacy and stuff like that. I don't show my affection through like buying you shit. Mm-hmm. Romantic gestures of like. Oh, I bought her favorite flower or some crap like that. That crap I just goes over my head.
What is your love language? Like what you want a woman to do to you?
It tends to be like, what do you call it? What are they? It's
acts of service.
That's it. Bang. You got it. Yep. Acts of service, and then like physical touch.
Yeah. Physical touch. Yeah. I like to ask those questions sometimes on the night panel, and I like to keep track of it because I think most women are a certain way and most men are a certain way, and like I feel like that's what they would normally choose at most of the time,
and that causes a conflict because we tend to give love the way we receive love.
Yes, and we're always projecting. If there's anything I've learned on this damn show, women are constantly projecting what they think men want, but it's really what they want.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
Like the number one thing you see on any of these type of shows. It's like, girl, you're not a guy, like you're a girl.
That was my biggest frustration with my as a teenager, my first ever relationship at like 16, was like, that was always, looking back, that was always what caused me and my girlfriend to have like an argument. It was like her expecting something from me, and me not, and me being like, I wouldn't expect that from you. Like, I don't know, like just as an off the top of my head example, like, oh, remembering that I like this certain type of flower and getting me this bouquet of flowers for like a special occasion or something.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I wouldn't give a rat's ass
Yeah.
about that at all. But because that's her love language, that's the way she wants to be shown love, then that's the expectation is projected that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Are like, do you think you're ready for a relationship? Like, do you think that you want
I'm in multiple relationships.
You're in multiple, but so like, and you are taking them all serious. Like, do you think one of those will be your kid in the next year? You think
that's the plan? Yeah,
that's the plan.
Yeah.
And like, are they like close to you? Like, are any of them in Miami, all around the world? I guess you could say.
There's no wives in America, my friend.
Yeah, dude, it's too hard over here.
And I'm not in America. There's definitely no wives in Miami. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. I would definitely, if there's, that's another reason why I started the show, man, is because like we're in Dallas. It's more conservative state. I thought, I fucking thought that we were going to prove Fresh and Fit wrong and show that not every woman is like Miami women, but they proved me wrong.
It's still a big city.
Yeah.
It's still a big city. I think if you genuinely want to find, and I genuinely believe you can find good in America, but you're going to have to go to like flyover states. You're going to have to go to like small towns and stuff.
Well, what I teach on my show is that everything's a sourcing issue. I don't think that there's that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's more bad women than ever, but I think the reason is because of where the guys source them. They go to the club. Yeah. They find them on Tinder, on dating apps. It's like obviously nothing's going to come good of that. That's why I preach the type of game that I teach, is because I just think that, like, you know, you'd be way more successful if you stayed out of all those places. You know, all those horrible places. You're not going to find relationships there.
Yeah. If you don't like the fish you're catching, then fish in a different pond.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue today. I want to know, do men who have sex more have less to worry about when it comes to their test decreasing? Do you think that a guy who's sleeping around a lot, do you think that they're not going to have as much testosterone issues in their future? Or do you think that that's just something that every guy's going to have to deal with over the next decade?
So the question is, if you have sex more, you get
lower T? Yeah, like those alpha guys, you know, that are always having girls and stuff. They're always fucking, you know, they're never taking, unlike the incels that are actually, you know, taking long break. Do you think that that's adding to their T levels going down low?
Yeah.
No?
Nah, not just from little experience with and the friends I have.
Yeah. Because there's guys that, you know, that be fucking all the time. They still have the test issues.
They ain't stopping.
Wow.
Yeah, they ain't stopping. I mean, look at every like major like professional athlete.
They all have test issues, though. You'd say?
No, I'm saying that they don't.
Yeah,
they're fucking a lot.
So yeah. So those guys, yeah. So it is what I assume.
Like, so all my friends that have abundance with chicks, they do not have a problem.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. See, it's like I'm excited to go get tested, but since I've literally not taken a break from sex for like fucking 12 years of my life, I just don't think I'm gonna have test issues, but maybe I will. We'll see. Guys, is there any more questions from everybody else in the chat? I'm trying to think of something else that I'm trying to just think off the top of my head for you. The women that like you're trying to settle down with, you know, a lot of women like to stay on the show that they would never stay with a guy with their bodies or anything like that. You know, like they love to say that it's, you know, just because, like, cause I always tell them it's different for men and women. Like, y'all would still take a guy with a ridiculous amount of body. They always say no. Do you find that's true at all?
They don't realize how many bodies the dudes they fuck have.
That's true. Yeah.
They got no clue.
The alphas that have them on rotation right now probably have 100, 200. Yeah.
Because they're looking at it from their perspective. They're looking at it from their own. Again, they're projecting, right?
Yes.
Like the dude that they're all the same. If they're all fucking the same dudes, I guarantee that guy's got a lay count of like 200-300 bodies. Probably. Yeah. Like if he's like a legit player, he's probably got 200 or 300 bodies. Yeah. Right. They don't give a. Yeah. They'll say that. They'll say like, oh, in their head they're going to project this idea, and a lot of them, women especially, a lot of them worry about it, which is a fair reason. They don't worry about because they're going to. Certain STDs can actually fuck up a woman's chance of getting pregnant and can screw their ovaries and stuff. So it's actually something they should be worried about. So a lot of them will associate like a dude with a high body count with a greater risk of getting an STD.
But you get tested more than anybody as a porn star, probably, or when you were. Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah, like porn people get. The last person you should actually worry about getting an STD from is a porn star because they get tested every two fucking weeks, and everyone they're having sex with is getting tested every 2 weeks. And the moment someone tests positive, they can't shoot for 2 weeks. Well, actually, no, probably like a month because they got to go through antibiotics, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like they're actually probably of all the people that are promiscuous, they are the safest ones to actually have sex with. You're more likely to get an STD from someone who's like a complete player or a complete slut at like a festival.
Yes.
Way more likely.
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree with. I feel like